Hi Satish.
Yes, can we
Yeah,
start now?
yeah. Shall I show my screen?
Uh, sure, you can.
See, I've created two policies, one
Mm-hmm.
leave and one
Mm-hmm.
travel. So first I'll show you travel policy.
Mm-hmm.
We have created this travel policy,
Mm-hmm.
and in this I've created five policy statements
Fine.
for different locations,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've created class no entity types. So
Okay.
I've created the entity types
Mm-hmm.
based on category,
Mm-hmm.
and in this category I have created three filters for
Okay.
three different departments.
Okay. Why can't you create uh, three different profile types with three different profile filters? See, best practice is whenever you create one profile type, it should be in one profile filter, in entity filter.
Okay,
This is also fine. As per best practice, one profile type should have one profile filter.
one profile filter. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yes, it is fine. It is fine. I'm not saying any wrong. Just go through process.
okay. So and I have created one more pro entity type that is for distance.
Mm-hmm.
But there I haven't yet created any. I think I have created. Wait. Let me show you that distance. So here I created only one filter that is for India only.
Okay.
Three entities got created,
Yes, this is right.
and I have created one more policy that is this leaves policy, and I have
Mm-hmm.
created four
Control objectives.
four control objectives for that,
Mm-hmm.
and one entity type
Mm-hmm.
that category. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
category. So this is for the. I created this new policy. I think I didn't save that.
Okay.
So
It's no worries. You understand the process. Remaining what about remaining Priya and Sweta, Anushka? They are created these things. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, Satish.
Yeah, Anushka, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you created this data model?
Yes, sir. I created that.
Okay, you understand all the process, right?
Sir, I have some doubts, but
Oh,
I'll clear them after the session.
sure, sure. What about Sweta?
I've already shown you.
Acha.
I've already showed.
What about Priya?
Yeah, it's clear for me.
Okay, thank you. I will move to today's session. Today's session topic is controls. I will show you control life cycle and control working. This is my control. This is my control page. The table name is SN underscore compliance control. This table extended with SN underscore GRC item. Okay, these table names are very important when you are going to give examination. It should be helpful for you. this SN underscore compliance control, what is the control table name, they will ask like that. And one more, control life cycle, when you create new control, it is in which state, like that they will ask. Okay, whenever you create one control, it should be in draft state. It should be in draft state. Control have own life cycle. That life cycle you are able to see here. First one is draft, second one is attestation, third one is review, fourth one monitor. After monitor, it is going to retired. First, what is happening in draft? Compliance user or compliance manager will able to fill all those details about controls, control name, policy statement in the sense control objective. When you are going to create controls, create automatically this policy statement and category type classification, all those things automatically pop up with this particular policy statement field value. I will show you that one also. See, this particular control have policy statement. That policy statement is SOC 1 review. Let us open this one. This particular policy statement have category is records management, classification is detective, type is audit and risk management, attestation is demo attestation. Whenever you attach this particular policy statement to any control, this particular field value should be auto populate in control form. See, category is records management, type is audit and risk management, classification should be detective. See, with respect to policy statement, category, type and classification fields also changing. There is some script change, because of that reason classification field is not populating here. Okay, now in draft state, control user compliance manager will prepare this all those things, means enter the control description, supplementary guides and control frequency. Don't confuse, this is all about 18 POCs are 18 POCs are there. I will show you my instance. This is not out of the box thing. Yes. There is a lots of difference between this screen, means InMof is private limited screen, and this screen. Because of we did POCs in for a theme project. Because of that reason, lots of difference. Let's go out of the box process flow. In draft state, control user or compliance manager will fill all those details. Will fill all those details and who is the owner attestation respondent. Now owning group. Which group is belongs to this control? Which group will take care about this particular control? That owning group we are going to select here. Compliance managers, who is the owner of the particular control. This particular owner comes from this entity. In out of the box, this owner will populate from entity. Who is the owner of entity? Let us check it. See here, Natasha Ingram. She is the owner of this profile. When you attach this particular entity to this field, this entity owner become a control owner. This particular, whenever you enter any owner of this in this field, it will auto populate attestation respondent. What is happening here? Owner become a attestation respondent. He is the only one will answer your questions, means he will only one respond, he will respond all the questions in whichever you are going to send attestations.
Okay.
Like this is the key control. Key control means in case we one policy statement have 10 controls. In the 10 controls we have main controls, like say, let us say we have a uh, 10 cities in India. 10 cities in India. Whenever anyone asks me which is the main city of India, always I will say Delhi. Why? Because of it is the key city of India. Like that, we have a key controls of one policy statement. We have 10 controls. In that 10 controls, 2 or 3 are I have key controls. That key control I am going to select here. Weighting, this is weighting. This is for calculating score calculating purpose. When this particular control will associated with risk, there is a risk calculation. In that risk calculation, this weighting will be used. Status, will come after state is draft. Exempt means um, the this particular control not required verification. Okay, no need of verification. We are going to give exempt to this control. At that time, this particular control will move draft to review directly without attestation. Why? Because of we not required any verification. Without attestation, we are going to monitor this control. Enforcement mandatory and voluntary. This particular, see, whenever you select exam, here a mandated and voluntary. Based on this field, enforcement will come. Okay, category, type, classification, frequency. This is frequency is very useful field here, very important field. Based on this frequency, attestation will trigger. Let us say my client wants to, I want to verify the control every 3 months of year. At that time, you are going to select here quarterly. In case your client wants annually once verification, uh, annually. Whenever control reaches monitor state, this frequency will work. Based on this frequency, attestation will triggers to this particular user. Additional information and description, you know that how it will work. Coming to status is, it is this status indicates Control is compliant or non-compliant based on user response. User response means whenever you are going to send one attestation to user, this user will fill the all those information like control is implemented or not. In case it is not working fine, he will say answer. This control is not working fine. We need some extra stuff. At that time, he is given negatively feedback, means he is not satisfied with our control performance. At that time, based on this response, it will set is non-compliant. In case your control is working fine, all the operation performance working fine, and it's getting the information fine, at that time user will give positive feedback. Based on that positive feedback, it will set the complaint. Let us go through this process. Now once you done, whenever it is status, when it will set, whenever attestation sent to user, based on send the attestation, based on response it will move to review. At the same time, based on the response, status field automatically filled. Whenever in case it is non-compliant, there is a issue with this control. At that time, we are going to generate one issue, that issue located here. In case it is compliant, there is no issue with this control, it is working fine, it is moved to monitor state. Let me go through process. Okay, this is my control. It is in draft state. Now GRC attestation, my attestation, Amos Lennon. Amos Lennon is my attestation response. Compliance managers. Can you please anyone explain this, how Warner will populate here? Hello.
Yeah, Satish. Honor is one who will reply the attestation.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
is based on entity. What an
Yes. Entity Warner becomes as a control Warner.
yes.
Okay. How
Okay.
this how category, type, and classification field will populate?
When we change the control objective, it will depends
Yes.
on control objective.
Yes. Control object to field values. It will replicate in control form
Yes.
based on selection of control objective.
Yes.
Okay. Now our control is ready. I prepared that control. Now I'm go through process.
Can
Now
you
that
please can you please clear again what is key control? What is the use of key control?
see, key control is as I said earlier, this control objective associated with, okay, this control objective associated with 10 controls. In that
Okay.
10 controls, we are referring mainly two controls. Okay, we are concentrating only two controls. Remaining 8 controls are, it is okay. Okay, at that
Okay.
time that two controls become as a key controls of this particular process.
Okay.
Understand? I will give you one more example. I already told you that one. There is India. India have 10 main cities.
Okay.
10, not main, 10 cities. In the 10 cities, someone asked you which is the main city of India. What you will say?
Delhi.
Delhi. Okay, now like this same example, control objective is the country. Okay, this country have 10 controls. Okay, whenever you say which is the main control, which is the main control, what is the main control? At that time
Uh,
you can say which is the key control is true. That is the main
Key main
control of this
control.
process.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let me go through attestation. Once you're done with this process, just go to attestation. See, when it is moved to attestation, created one attestation. Where you find this attestation? This attestation you will find here. Just type attestation here. See, there are all attestation. Why? Because of system. I'm as a system administrator. Because of that reason, I'm able to see all attestation. Okay, in real time, you're able to see only my attestations. Go to all attestations here. Just a minute, guys. Yes, this is the attestation. When you type here in navigator attestation, you are able to see under policy and compliance module application, see, policy and compliance application, you are able to find all attestation. Once you click all attestation, see, you are able to see all the profiles attestation. Our profile name is, what is our profile name is Splunk. This type here entity Splunk. See, GRC attestation ready to take. Due date is up to 14 days. From this date to 14 days. Due date is up to create. For example, attestation created today. From today, it will count for 14 days. After 14 days, it will go to cancellation state. See, almost linear. Once I try to fill this assessment, it is not allowing me to take the assessment. See, you are not authorized to take this attestation. Now I am going to impersonate with impersonate with this will also one of the question. Okay, what is the due, how many by default, what is the due date of assessment? Duration 14 days. 14 days is the duration of assessment. My assessments, let us type here assessments. See, previously when I was in system administrator, I am able to see all the assessments. Now I am able to see only assessments. So attestation, my attestation. This is my attestation. I'm going to fill this. Take assessment. See, is this control implemented? I'm saying we will see second scenario. Let us say yes. I'm going to attach. In case it is yes, where is the evidence? That evidence you are going to attach as attachment. Now your attachment is done. I'm going to explain. My control is working as expected. Now I'm going to submit the assessment. Now what is the control situation? Now what is the control situation? Go through. See, state is automatically moved to review and status is complaint. Why complaint? Why it is setting the complaint value? Your answered the means attestation warner means control warner give the positive feedback. Positive feedback in the sense, is the control is implemented? Yes, it is implemented. You explain my control is working as expected. Attach evidence. Attach evidence you attached. Based on this response metric calculations, it will set the complaint status. There is no issue with this control, right? Now state is review. Now reviewer will review this one either in case.
Satish,
Yeah.
yeah, I have a doubt.
Yes.
In attestation, we have a string field like explain.
Yeah.
So how it will identify that it is a positive feedback?
Yes, there in whenever we configure the attestation, we are going to give correct answer. Okay, let us say I will show you one GRC attestation. My attestation is what is the GRC attestation? How it will calculate? That is the good question. Okay, whatever I shown you duration, right? That 14 duration you are going to set here. Data type is field type. Data type is yes or no. Code is yes. What is the correct answer? Yes. Yes is the correct answer. When he select yes, it means complaint. Okay. This based on this particular question, it is deciding the control is complaint or non-complaint. I will show you non-complaint example also.
So it's a true or false field. We can define yes
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the correct
yeah.
answer for the, but for the
Whenever
string field,
string field there is no, we need to write a script.
for the explain field,
For explain
question
field,
question
yes. Question explain. For example, see, whenever it is an incident, incident short description. For example, you entered my email is working, not working. Based on email field, we are setting the category as software.
yes.
Issue is software. Like this, okay. Entire short description, we are taking that value, whatever user enters. Based on user enters description, we are getting the keywords. Based on the keywords, we are defining the score.
Yes.
Understand? First string. In case you are selecting yes or no, I shown you. In case true or false, correct answer is scored is true. Correct answer is true.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will show you this one. Now it is in review state. Reviewer will review this one. Reviewer will review this one, and he will move in case it is fine. No complexity I didn't find. At that time, control reviewer will move to monitor, either in case he find any mistakes like attestation not filled properly and this control is preparation is not well, and whenever he felt that, he is able to move return to draft again. Control preparer will work, it is moved to attestation. The cycle is recycling process. Now I am going to move monitor state. When it is monitor state, frequencies annually. When this now control is created and it is monitoring 12th of December 19, you given as a annual date. Whenever it is reaches 12th December 2020, it will trigger the this attestation, means it will come once again attestation state. Okay, based on attestation it is going to send attestation to this user. Based on the response it is moved to review and monitor. This is recycling process from monitor to attestation based on this frequency. Is there any doubts in process?
No.
No, understand, right? Now
Yes.
Actually, frequency, if frequency is annually, so after 1 year, it will go to attest state, na?
yes, attestation.
Okay, then means it never goes to directly review state, na?
No.
So, so duration fields on attestation table uh, shows that this attestation will
Hmm.
expire in 14 days. It
Yes,
will not show
based,
in after 14 days.
yeah, this is 14, right? This is 14 days you said here. This particular attestation will expire in 14 days from created date onwards. Created date onwards. What is the created date here? This is the created date. Okay. Due date is 26/12/2019. What is the date today? 12th of December. Okay.
Yes.
From
Yes.
12th to 14th, 14 days plus 14, 26. Right?
So, but after 1 year, we are again sending the attestation,
Yes.
and due date is 26/12/2019. But attestation will trigger, but the attestation will trigger in 2020. So it will send.
2020, 2020 it will trigger the attestation again. At that time, what is the means expiry date is here. It will change 19, 11, 12, 2020. Here 26, 12, 2020.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank.
clear?
Yes.
Now see, now after monitor we are going to monitor this particular control using indicators. Indicators topic I will come. This is the very important topic. First I want to show you issue topic, how issue will generate, what is the issue life cycle from issue, how it is going to complaint and non-complaint. I will show you first. Let us take one more control. That controlling should be in draft state. Complaint process flow, are you understand?
Yes.
Yes. uh, who is the attestation respondent by default?
The entity owner.
Entity owner or control owner. Okay, if
Yes.
there is a feasibility you can add multiple attestation respondents. When you going to create new control, it will show you, yeah, it will give you that option. See, whenever you unlock this, you can add multiple attestation respondent. There is no limit. Okay, only particular owner become a attestation respondent. Right?
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Now select one draft state control. Same this one. Are you all of you understand how to create attestation, right? It's like survey only. Okay.
Okay.
For
Still,
attest. attestation.
Attestant, uh, Satish,
Yes,
you said attestant respondents can be multiple.
yes, can be multiple. It is completely based on your client requirement. There is no rule particular owner becoming attestation respondent. Okay, by default, service now give that facility owner become a attestation respondent.
Can you uh, can you give any example or
Sure.
any use case?
Use case C, for example, one department you are going to see this particular entity is department. Let us assume finance department. At that time, control owner is department head. With department head, I want to some managers need to attestation respondent. At that time, you are going to select that users here. Okay, but Reddy Taylor is belongs to finance department manager, and Ray Watson. Okay,
Okay.
once these users will attestation respondents, you are going to close this one. Use case is let us say location. Location is the entity. Bengaluru location is the entity. For that Bengaluru location, Mihir Gupta is the owner. Okay, Mihir Gupta is the owner. Along to Mihir Gupta, uh, HR department wants along to Mihir Gupta, Sudarshan Sonti wants to at attestation respondent. At that time, they will select Mihir Gupta along with Sudarshan Sonti. Right?
Hmm.
This is the use case. This is completely based on your client requirement. No worries on that.
So if there are two attestation respondent, one give the compliance and status, and second give the non-compliance status. So
That
then,
at that time that questions will be changed. It's not like that. Okay. Hello.
okay,
Okay. I understand. I understand. As per my understanding, it will take the higher priority once response. Okay. Means Mihir Gupta is the higher priority. Okay.
okay,
In at that case, it will take the Mihir Gupta response.
okay.
Okay. Let me go. Let me fill this all those things. Key control, supplement guidance, establish classification. Go to attestation state. Attestation. Attestation triggered. There is no message. This is the attestation. Once you're done with the attestation creation, just impersonate with that particular attestation respondent. Yes. Now take assessment. If it comes implemented, no. My control is not working. Working. Now I'm submit the this record. Now this is the normal flow. See, based on attestation respondent response, it is said the non-compliant. Whenever it is non-compliant, whenever it is not, whenever it is not compliant, there is no changes in the flow. Whenever it is non-compliant, there is a little change in flow. That change comes from issue. Whenever it is non-compliant, one issue will generate automatically. Okay, whenever the issue or whenever control is non-compliant, one issue will generate automatically. That issue, okay, assigned to will work in assignment group, compliance manager, and assigned to will work on that. Entity will comes from control and control risk. This is the policy statement description. Whatever we give in description, it will create one additional control, establish, maintain, and record class. Sorry, Splunk has an assessment failure on control established. This is the control name. Up from here to here, this is the control name. This is additional. Splunk has an assessment failure. Why this issue created? Whenever this compliance manager will enter the screen, he will whenever he able to see description, he will easily understand why this issue got created because of this description. Once you're done with all those things, it will give a planet start date and planet end date. Okay, activity and risk event. Whenever it is analyzed, there is no change in flow. There is no change in flow. Whenever it is moved to response state, okay, one section should be come up with mandatory fields. This is the response. Okay, this response remediate and accept. Why this is two options? Now this is the control, this is the control. There is a issue. Because of that issue, one issue got generated. In case if you have any remediate, means any mitigation methods of that particular issue, any mitigation methods of that particular issue, at that time you are going to select remediate. How you are going to remediate that particular issue? You are going to give that below steps here. And step 1, step 1, implementing the control, implementing the control. Yes, step. This is the one remediation. When you select accept, see, there is a issue, you know that there is a issue, but there is no remediation method. Remediation method. It should be accept. Mean it should be accept. We don't have any remediation method for mitigating that particular issue. At that time, you are going to select accept option. Why you selecting the accept option? You should give explain to user. Once you're done with response, you're accepting this one and sending to review. Now reviewer will review this one, your explanation and all those things. See, previously it was there is no planet start date. It was whenever it is moved to analyze, planet start date automatically populate. And whenever planet end date will move, whenever ticket it got closed, it is automatically populated actual end date. Based on actual start date and actual end date, the actual duration will populate. Right? Now reviewer will review this. There is no response in control. Now see, whenever I close this one, what is the response of control? There is no response. Event issue got closed. Why? You accepted that risk, accepted that issue. Because of that accept option, hello.
Yes, Satish.
Sorry guys, actually internet.
Okay.
Uh, Up to